What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Car Adventure Reg, and welcome back to another video. And in today's video, man, we're going to be talking about dealerships, man. We're going to be talking about the good and the bad, and also, in my opinion, what you should go to dealerships for and what you shouldn't. So if you guys are interested in that, definitely stay tuned on to the video. Let's go ahead and get into the video. Let's just go ahead and talk about the dealership perks. The dealership perks is if you drop your car off, if you have an Infiniti, or if you're watching this, if you have a Lexus, pretty much if you have a luxury vehicle, one thing about dealerships is that they offer you loaner cars. You know what I'm saying? And that's really big, because let me just go ahead and say this. Let me go ahead and give y'all an example. If I had dropped my car off at, a different shop or whatever, right, that wasn't Lexus, when I had got all that work done, it was in the shop for a week, right? Dang, everybody driving slow. But anyways, let's say if I dropped my car off at another shop or whatever, right, and it was sitting there for a week, I don't get no loaner car. I'm pretty much stuck. I'm on my own, you know what I'm saying? And luckily I do have two cars, but I'm a little stingy with the G35. I don't like driving this car, daily driving this car, because I like to keep it in the garage, because this car is my trophy. It's my trophy. So I like, taking care of the car, making sure it's clean at all times and it's not getting unnecessary miles. And besides the stuff that I want to do to it, it won't be a daily, it won't be classified as a daily anymore. It'll just be a fun weekend car. So that's how I treated it. So when I had dropped my car off at Lexus and it was there for a week, I had instantly got a loaner car, which came in clutch, because I was in that car for a whole week. And if they have your car in the shop, if it's in there for a week, 2 weeks, a month, 2 months, a year, you have that loaner car. So you're not completely down and out. So that's one thing I do like about dealerships. Also, if you choose to wait for your car, they have shuttle service, meaning like if you got like a mall near the dealership, they give you a ride, so you go ahead and spoil time. You ain't gotta call no Uber or anything like that. And also a good perk from a dealership is that they're gonna get the job done, and they're gonna get it done right. They're not gonna shortcut it or anything like that. And if anything goes wrong, they're gonna pay for it, or they're gonna fix it with no questions asked. That's what I like about dealerships, to be honest. And I feel comfortable going to dealership, even though that I do have to spend extra money. But hey, if I have to spend extra money to make sure the car is running good, is running right, then so be it. That's how I felt with the Lexus. Yes, I spent $4,300 with that car, but I don't have no complaints with the car whatsoever. So here's my opinion on what you should go to dealerships for and what you shouldn't. To be honest, I say go to dealerships for like big jobs, like timing belt, water pump. If you have an Infiniti, if you have a G37, gallery gasket, stuff like that, or any issues that's a little weird, you should always take it to the dealership, because they're gonna find the problem fast, because that's all they work on. All they work on is whatever dealership you go to. So we're just gonna say Infiniti, since I'm in my Infiniti. If I go to Infiniti dealership, there's no Acras up in there, there's no Mercedes up in there, it's nothing but Infinitis. That's it. If I go bring my car to a regular old mechanic, he might have a Beamer, a Benz, all different type of stuff, and he's working on different type of stuff, meaning that it may take him a little bit longer to find out what's actually going on with your car, if it's acting weird, if it's not the usual misfire or whatever code, the usual codes. If it's acting weird, dealerships usually tend to find it a lot quicker than other shops. So that's something that is big to me. And me, time is everything. I really value time, and I don't like wasting my time. So I don't want to go to this person, he's saying, oh, it may be this and it may be that, but it's not for sure. You end up paying for it, and the problem's still happening. You know what I'm saying? You're just wasting your time and money. So I'd rather just go to the dealership. They're going to find it out for me. Now I have two options. Once they tell me if it's something simple, do I want them to do the work, or do I want an outside, shop to do the work, pretty much. So if it's nothing but a misfire, but it wasn't saying that in the engine code, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna just go get the spark plugs replaced at another shop, because to me, those jobs are not hard to replace a spark plug. So I trust the outside shops when it comes to that. But when it comes to timing and, other big jobs that could potentially, mess up your engine, I don't too much mess with the outside shops, you know what I'm saying? Because if something happens, then it seems like with outside shops, it's hard for them to just be like, you know what, I messed up and we're gonna replace it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go through this whole thing and all. I don't wanna go through all that, you know what I'm saying? So for me, what I choose to go to a dealership for is like big repair jobs, like anything that's, like I said, that's not normal. I'll go to a dealership for, or anything like with timing of the engine, like timing belt, timing chain. If you got, a gallery gasket, stuff like that, big jobs like that, I'll go to a dealership. But for the outside shops, I'll usually go for like suspension, brakes. Also, I'll go for, valve covers, spark plugs, little stuff like that. But the big stuff, I definitely would go to the dealership for, or to find out what's going on with my car if it's acting weird. Those are the only things that I would go to a dealership for as of now. Now, before I had made this video, I was strictly dealership. No matter what, you cannot take me to an outside shop whatsoever. You cannot. I'm going to go to the dealership, and I'm going to live and die by the dealership. But just of recently, probably within maybe a year ago, I decided to, give these outside shops a chance, and just to see. And I found 2 good ones that I like going to. So I'll probably continue to go to them for like, little things and stuff like that. So I am a little bit more open-minded now than I was, 2 years ago. Now, I want to get back into what I was talking about with the brake. Why I like going to outside shops, particularly for brakes, is because when you go to dealerships, a lot of dealerships won't just replace your brake pads and call it a day. They always got to resurface your rotors, or you gotta buy new rotors or whatever, and that's what makes the brake job so expensive. But with an outside shop, like what I did with the Lexus, I had bought some rear brake pads, had them slap them on, and called it a day. Any shop that I go to, I always look at reviews and just kind of make sure that my car is in good hands. The reason why I'm so on dealerships is because I had bad experiences with outside shops. When I had my first car, which was the Acura CL, I had very bad experiences with that. So I was like, you know what, I'll never go to these shops again, and I'm gonna just go to the dealership. I don't care how expensive it is, I'm gonna just do everything through the dealership. But now, I kind of got a little bit more open-minded. I'm a little bit more smarter and know what I'm talking about now compared to when I had the Acura. So I feel like with dealerships, yeah, you spend a lot more money, but you always gonna have that peace of mind. I feel like with the outside shops, you spend less money, but sometimes you may have to worry and see if they, did the work right. And then sometimes if they don't do the work right, you got to keep on going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, which is causing you time. And it may end up costing you a lot of money too. A lot of people ask me, why won't you work on your own car? There's 2 reasons. Number 1, I don't know how. Like, I know what I'm talking about, and I know where things are in the car, but I don't know how to take stuff off and put it back. Another reason is because I simply don't have the time to do all that. I'd rather just pay somebody to just get it done so I can get my car and film content. If I'm constantly fixing my own car, it takes time away from my personal life, and it also takes time away from my YouTube channel. So I care about both of those things, because like I just told y'all, I really value time, and time means everything to me. So I'm gonna just go ahead and pay somebody, get it, have them fix it, and then call it a day. And then, like I said, I know what I'm talking about, and I know where things are in the car. I don't know what type of tools you need to fix a certain part and stuff like that. I know like very little, but I don't know a lot for me to feel comfortable with me, touching my car and potentially messing it up. So I'd rather just pay somebody, like I said, less time for me. I got other stuff to do, and I really don't have a problem with it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I want to thank you for watching this video. If you watched it all the way through, your support never goes unnoticed, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.